2 Grammys, and 2 albums later, here I am. My name is LeToya Luckett, and this is life, love, and music. So tonight I'm in the studio with Kay Briscoe. This session should be fun. I'm really looking forward to hearing what she has for me.
What's been up? So, I've been working. We were here last night and I was trying to come up with some ideas for you. So I started on an idea, something I thought would be nice, and I want to play it for you. And then just tell me what you think about it, and we'll go in, work on it, and then we have some other tracks and stuff I want to play for you too. So let's play it.
I love working with female writers. One, because they understand what I'm going through. And you know, when 2 girls get together, it's girl talk, it's a whole moment.
808s have to be present in every track. I need bass, I need trunkage.
It's a necessity.
I need trunkage. There it is, there it is, there it is. Turn it up. There it is, turn it up. Hey, 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 hey. Everything should sound like my posse's on Broadway, okay? Everything. I like that. Matter of fact. Have they already started?
We ran through once.
It's rehearsal day for my trip to Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan. I still don't know how to say that. But regardless, I'm still looking forward to this trip. It's always great to be around talented people. It feels real good to have them in your corner.
Who got the mic? Really?
Trish.
She filled it for you. She filled it for you.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Now it's time to get to work. Kyrgyzstan is the home of one of the U.S. military bases. It's not too far from China, but I am so honored that the troops have called me out to perform for them. This is where the troops come to transition into Afghanistan.
If that's where you gonna end, where, you know, it was, I don't know, but you were like, that's where we're ending, take note of that. What is it again? The only thing that I would say is, it's almost like you're playing too much of the song.
Yeah.
Bring in, if you're gonna bring in, you know, the hook or whatever, just make sure it comes in a little faster than that.
Right.
Because I'm getting too, it's like heck long.
Gotta see my girls in my favorite nail salon. Honey, these talents need to be done. My girls are such a ride. We talk about the craziest crap.
You want your butt bigger? And do a squat. Stand up. Now bend down and stick your butt out like you're sitting on a chair.
Butt out?
Yep. But poke your booty out. There it is. And then sit down and then come back up.
Oh, really?
And then do it again.
Do like that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, really?
Really?
I'm going to do it. Thank you.
Your husband will like it. Do like 3 sets of 30. Sit in a chair, get up.
30?
Sit in a chair, get up.
She wanted to know how to get a bigger butt, so I told her. One time for the cupcake, honey.
Oh, how your mom?
Mommy's good.
She come back?
Yes.
Why you don't find boyfriend?
It's hard.
Why?
It's hard to find a boyfriend that understands what I do.
A lot of money.
No, handsome and a lot of money.
Handsome and a lot of money. You go find me a boyfriend.
You want handsome?
Handsome husband.
Tall.
Yeah.
Handsome, okay? Big handsome.
Oh, big handsome.
Big everything.
Big everything.
Small one and no work, you know?
You're right. Did she just say small one, no working?
Small, no working.
No, medium, okay. But small one, no working, one night you get out, okay?
Okay.
Small one so cute for medium. Medium one good, but good one very good.
Woo! Child, I just came to get my nails done. Hey. It's too much for me. It's time to make that trip. We have a 23-hour trip ahead of us. I seem to do my best writing on long flights. I don't know if it's the reflecting on life or what, but I love, writing, praying. I feel closer to God and just come up with some of my best ideas. This guy, check him out. Apparently everyone is a music producer. Meet Vladimir Tchaikovsky. Check out the toe tap though. You see the toe tap? Yeah. I'm feeling them boots though. Got that little Russian cowboy thing going.
A lot of people look at the glitz and the glamour and they look at the packaging and they look at what they think they can get. And you see little glitches in the armor and you say, I can change that.
My mentor, Raymond Coleman, always has knowledge to bestow.
Deal with that. You're lowering your standards just to get something that you desire, but then when it becomes blatant, you say, I have higher standards than that, but you didn't have a standard in your choice.
Because people do we find ourselves getting into situations, we be like, okay, I see a little bit of that, but we see them as yellow lights instead of red lights, when it's clearly a yellow light, a red light. When if you find yourself in a relationship where at the beginning, you really clearly didn't see any flags, red, yellow, green, none of it. You know what I'm saying? This person was one way, and somewhere in the middle of the relationship, things went left. And they started to become a different person.
But that's the human equation. That's the luck of the draw in anything. No matter what your preferences are, you have the idea that you can accept more simply because in time it may change, or it may alter itself, or things may be somewhat different after a period of time. And see, way back in the 70s and the 60s, we were always told, women go into relationships saying to themselves, things are going to change. Men go into relationships saying that I ain't going to change. And that's where the loggerhead comes in. Because over a certain period of time, the woman usually gets frustrated and decides that this isn't what I want. That's why I say the standard has to come in your choice, not once you get into it and say my standards are better than this. You can change your drawers, you can change your mind, but you can't change people.
What?
Everyone was listening except for these three. Turn up. After 23 hours of traveling, we have arrived. Major Reed was our host and also the guy responsible for bringing me down, and I'm so happy he did.
We have water everywhere.
Oh, okay.
You won't have a problem finding water. You'll trip over. Honestly, we don't get folks as often as you would think here.
So it's a treat.
I got to take some pictures with the troops and the press. Well, a picture of the president. Something like that. They gave us about 30 minutes to go back to our rooms and freshen up, and then it was off to breakfast. And the troops got a chance to meet Mabel, my inner fat girl. Yeah, I grew up like I hadn't eaten 3 days.
So what do you think so far?
I think it's awesome. I'm so excited. I've done a lot of things, but this is probably one of the most exciting things.
We're awesome to have you. We are we're gonna see if you guys will pose for a picture quick.
Absolutely.
Before
Where?
we go in, and then we'll take you inside. Come on in, guys. I think I've tried this prep for you. I think you'll like to see it after the breakfast.
I'm LeToya. It's good to meet you.
Go to the airplanes.
Yeah, man. What?
That's our residence hall.
We were funny in the hallway.
I live right next to you. Well, we are the whole Luckett team. Welcome to Trans Center Manas.
Thank you.
I know this is going to be a bit of a whirlwind tour for you in this morning.
I get to stay an extra day now.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, great. Good. However long or short your time is, I think it's important for you to kind of have an idea of what we do here. So as you meet the men and women around and you perform to them, you kind of know who you're performing to and what we do here. And this is a brief that I give to pretty much all the distinguished visitors. As Colonel Mouse was saying, we have general officers, we have government officials that come in. But when I give this brief to them, it's usually me, them, and like 2 other people. We have a lot of extra folks here. And I'm pretty sure they're not here to listen to the brief as much as they are to be a little closer to you and maybe hopefully get a picture with you or 2 at the end of the time. So since this briefing is as much about you as us, I think we made you part of part of our title.
If I had my glasses
Okay.
on, much better job.
Well, all that just south of Russia there, all those countries used to be part of the Soviet Union, and when the Soviet Union collapsed about a little over 20 years ago, those Central Asian nations broke free, and Kyrgyzstan is one of those nations, and so there you are, and we're at that star, so right at the northern part, almost on the Kazakhstan border. Kyrgyzstan is about 94% mountainous. It's a beautiful country to fly over. But that is where you are spending your next couple days here in Kyrgyzstan. Have you had a chance to perform at any military bases before?
As a part of Destiny's Child, we did. Forgive me for not knowing the base. It was so long ago. I don't remember where it was. But this is my first time performing as a solo artist.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm excited.
Perfect place.
Yes. And I just learned that we could salute you guys too, because I was like, is that a bad thing? Could we?
Never a bad.
Never a bad thing? Okay.
The history of the salute is that was the weapon hand. So when you did the salute, you were showing that you don't have a weapon in your hand. It was a greeting to or a sign of respect.
Wow.
So there you go. There's your military history lesson for the day.
Right, learn something new.
Now you know where the liberandos came from and now how a salute works.
Wow.
Chief Krager is the top 1% of the enlisted ranks, and with him being the star on the middle of his chevron, not the one on the bottom, but the one in the middle, that makes him the top 2% or 1 or 2% of the command chiefs of the chiefs. So he is the top enlisted member of this entire wing. So he is the advisor. He gives on all enlisted matters to the wing commander, Colonel Martin, and so he is the top of the top. Best of the best.
So that just means he's like really cool.
He is. Like I said, he is the man when it comes to enlisted matters.
Coolest guys in the room.
Yeah.
So we're clear.
Whenever we need something done, we turn around to Chief and say, "Hey, Chief, do you think we can get this?" And that's the last we have to say anything. And then it gets done.
Then it was off to sound check. It must have been a short in the system because, oh boy, got the shock of his life. Hold on, wait. Hold on. That ain't funny. That could have been bad. I'm sorry. After sound check, we got a chance to play around in a military simulator.
I'm ready to go. What we taking off?
All right, you guys turn it on.
Stay there, Toy. I want to take a picture.
Yeah, oh my God, that's
Stay there. Get the hand out. Go all the way around.
like, yeah, she knows that. Are y'all coming to the show tonight? Y'all gonna be there? So I'll see you tonight.
Okay, this was one of my favorite parts of the trip. I got to put on a bomb suit. Honey, it's like 5 million pounds.
Do the dance. Do it. I can't. Okay, so if I let the thing down, am I gonna get real close photo? No. Gonna be fine. Do it. Oh, this is nothing. See? Isn't that supposed to be smooth now?
We'll lay you down and you have to get back up. How about that?
Okay, that's fine.
Ready?
Okay.
Just don't bend your knees.
Don't bend your knees. Keep them straight. There's no getting back up from this.
Get back up.
You gotta get back up.
You gotta roll over to your front and then just work your way up to your knees.
Somebody needs to go to boot camp tomorrow.
Grab her back.
Okay, wait. I can get up. Wait. From here, I can do it. I promise.
There you go.
Because I'm a ninja.
There's one more feature to this, in case you're on fire and you have to quick. You've got one handle right here, another handle right here.
Oh, I feel it.
What you're gonna do is at the same time you're gonna take both of them, rip them off as hard as you can, and just toss it and shake it off.
I got it.
Ready? Cool. There you go.
I told you I was a ninja.
You can't do that first.
No, seriously. I'm a secret agent.
It's crazy. It's showtime and I cannot wait to hit the stage. Crowd was incredible. So much energy. I got to do some of my songs from my first album. Ugh. performance. Yeah, I made my way to my room, but a little incident occurred. Actually, 2 incidents.
Oh no, I'm stuck.
I got my ring stuck.
Hold on, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that.
And I forgot the door code. And we had to be super quiet because the Colonel was a door away.
Yo, Jamie. Gotcha. Thank you.
Major Reed finally received a call with the code we needed. Okay, now when it came to the dogs, I just decided to leave that to Chris and Trish. I let them have it. Honey, I went to go sit in the car. It was too many bees out there. You're supposed to share experiences, right? I don't want to hog them all, so let them have it. And then one of the instructors got chased down. And you want me to do that? Honey, please. I like dogs that don't chase you down, you know, like this one. Say hi, Noxie. Hi. He's a nice puppy. He's sleepy. Oh. Now for the big boy toys.
So like you talk about the fake gangsters, first of all, this gun has a pretty decent kick when you pull. So the last thing you want to do is turn it sideways, because you're not going to be accurate or whatever. And then it's all that, like that. See, so watch. If I'm pushing at it, watch where my hand's going. See where the barrel's going? So I wouldn't even hit her. I'd be hitting the wall over here. So all that movie stuff is ridiculous.
So then, you aim, and then, okay, you bring the weapon up to your eye level. You don't go down to it, bring it up to your eye level, and then you fire.
Right.
Ain't nothing sexier than guns and girls, ain't it? This is one of the coolest parts of the trip. I got a chance to go on a C-17 Globemaster. This is like real deal. And I got to sit on top of the plane. You ever sit on top of the plane? I don't even want to talk about it because I know you ain't done it. But if we were gonna talk about it, I got a chance to go in the cockpit, sit in the jump seat. And did I mention I sat on top of the plane? I don't think I actually sat on top of the plane. Believe that. Now I've done a lot of things in my life, but I have to say, this is one of my greatest accomplishments. Being able to perform for the women and men who go out and fight for us every single day and make sure that we're protected. I'm so blessed that I even got the chance to do this. I can tell my kids this, like, people don't do this every single day. So now I make it a point every time I see someone who serves in the Army, Air Force, whatever, I make it a point to thank them. So make sure you do. When you're in the airports, they're always in the airports and things like that, or just around, take the time out and tell them how much you appreciate them. They really, 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 really need that. They need that encouragement. And thank you again. I salute you.